Okay, so for the editorial unit, the reading portion, what you need to do is you are going to, the prompt said, read and evaluate the editorial below. As you read, determine if it's a solid editorial structure. Does it have an introduction with a hook, background, thesis, or claim? Does the body paragraph include a balance of ethos, pathos, and logos, a variety of evidence types, statistics, facts, etc.? And does the conclusion restate the claim or the clincher or call to action? So you're going to follow the 1 through 5 steps. So when you're annotating, you have to underline the author's claim. You have to underline and label the techniques, such as ethos, logos, and pathos. You have to underline and label the types of different evidence. And you can also point out if there's a fallacy. And then you have to point out the counterclaim and the rebuttal. And if you remember the standards, the learning targets, you have to explain what the author does to refute the counterclaim in the rebuttal. So as you're reading, the first thing you'll do in 1 and label it 1 is the claim. So refugees crisis is the largest problem. That's 1 claim. Then you're going to start doing 2, underlining for 2 and 3. That are the techniques and the evidence and logic. So United Nations is a credible organization. That's ethos. They're the experts. So 2 is ethos. Over here you have more data, figures, facts that can be confirmed on multiple websites. Therefore it's not just a statistic, it's an actual fact. So it's 2 logos, 3 fact. Again, here's some more facts. So again, it's logic, logos, and 3 fact. Over here we have ethos for this organization that knows about refugees. And then here is examples of living conditions. So the type of evidence is an example, and that is logic or logos because they give us electricity or heat. And then here we have 1 volunteer. That's an anecdote for 3. It's also logic. They're trying to tell you their experiences in the camps. Down here, we know this is the counterclaim. We see the transition in contrast. Some people believe. They're using ethos to support it, facts and logic. Over here, where it starts with the transition, although, just like however, so here in contrast is the counterclaim, and then although or however, refugees still a bigger problem, that's the rebuttal. But then it's asking you, how does the author combat or refute the counterclaim? She talks about here about different ideas and perspectives. How will anyone find out if America is just leaving them to die? So that's very much loaded language, which could be a fallacy. It's pathos, and it's trying to convince in a rebuttal. So this is what the author is doing up here, number 5. What does the author do to refute the counterclaim? So this is very much what you need to do in the summative.